Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream video. Let's hop onto the server. And let's get those bananas. There we go, bananas in chat. Thank you, Jolkip. Love that new emoticon. And Nobby. Hello to everyone, welcome to another live stream, Hermitcraft Amplified today. We've got things to do. Noise in my ear immediately from the get-go. What's going on there? Let's turn around and keep an eye on these pesky mobs. And I need to bring up my little window on the other screen. Look, you see where my mouse is going. I'm going over here, going over there. Oh, actually, it's only when I'm on the screen. Never mind. Oh, it's Nobby, resubscribing for 9 months in a row, 3/4 of a year. Thank you so much for the epic support, buddy. Do appreciate it. Hope you have a good time watching today's stream. That reminds me, talking to Nobby about the music in chat when in the Twitch chat, if that makes sense. The pre-stream song was Lynyrd Skynyrd with Tuesday's Gone. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that probably made no sense. I was talking to Nobby about it, basically. Anyway, this is the mob farm. You can see I've done some work on it, so spoilers. Spoiler alert. Bit late for that, really, isn't it? Like, you get a spoiler alert after you've seen the spoilers, but you knew I was going to do this anyway, right? So see it like that. Hey X, I built a 3D printer on your plot world. That's awesome, Bengineer. That's really clever. Is your name Ben, and do you like engineering? And have you decided to call yourself Bengineer? I like that. That's cool. Right, we've got a creeper that likes to go swimming over there. That's bizarre. Don't know how it wandered out there. Right, at the moment, in what I'm doing, to let you all know what's happening, we're expanding the size of the farm, so we'll do some of that. And we need to go and get some obsidian as well. Which we just need to take a water bucket and find some caves or something somewhere. So the quickest way is usually with ladders to go down, but I think what I might do is just light up some caves, as I know where some are. Apple Cow says, I know my Lynyrd Skynyrd when I hear it. I got another song of theirs on the playlist as well, the playlist of songs to play in the pre-stream. Anyway, somewhere around here. There it is. Wow, that was a good guess then. There's a cave. Hi. There's a bat in the cave as well. This cave might lead us down to lava, which is what we need at the moment. So we shall explore. That's really good. Let's create a temporary ladder. That's a ravine that brings us down. I don't see lava, but to get down below. Let's give this place some lights. Hello, Blue Spider. How are you? Bam! Get away. That's not my sword. Ugh. Get in there. Kill that guy. Right. Oh, creeper and lava. That was quick. Didn't take us long at all. Did the stream start? Says. Oh, are you guys? No, you're not holding items. If they're holding items, we want to be worried. I'll tell you what. Let the water keep them back. We're going over here. Oh, spider died. Hi. They're the ones you've got to watch out for. You see they're holding stone. That's from where I've been working up top. And they haven't despawned. Right, so it wasn't a lava lake. It was just a piece of lava. So we'll let that... Oh, maybe it is a lava lake. We'll let it all sort itself out. And Handsometer says, do you have any pets? I don't. No pets. UHC hype, says Rack. Oh my god, Rack, I'm so glad you said that, because once again, I keep forgetting about it. I'll add that to my list of things I need to do today when I make the list of things I need to do today. Make sure I organise the UHC. I possibly quite easily could have forgotten again. It's really annoying that I'm having trouble remembering stuff lately. Right, this doesn't seem to lead towards a lava lake of sorts. Why are you trying to find lava, says Dean Machine. Ah, yes. I need to get some obsidian, that's why. Oh, there's a real crowd of them, isn't there? I guess we're going to have to kill them. They're already dead, though. How does that work? How do you kill a zombie? It's already dead. Away you go. That's right, don't explode. Okay, looks like there's more zombies. There must be a zombie spawner in this area or something. Gold. Not that we really need it. Love the depth strider, just breeze for all this water. Music is a bit loud too, says cute Minecraft cat. It's at the same volume I always play it at. We'll just leave it how it is. Yeah. Well, he took out the other ones. And I see lights. I see light down. Oh, there we go. That's what we came here for. And we've got a new subscriber here on the channel. It's Doomcraft has subscribed. Thank you so much for the subscription, buddy. Having a good time watching today's stream. And here's a little sword waggle for you. And yeah, check out in chat. You can join the Discord app chat. And also the Extreme UHC, which is later today. So perfect time to subscribe if you want to play UHC with us later on. That's me and a few of the other hermits. And I'm sure you've all probably seen that. It goes up on my second channel. You should play with Kralis again, says Yochich. I'd love to play with Kralis again, but I think the dude's a bit burnt out on Minecraft. Some people ain't going to be playing this game forever. That's just how it'll be. Okay, so I forgot to pick up that water, but we had another one, so that's good. Let's dig out some of this dirt. Oh, that's a bad time to be hitting from behind. When you're digging out the space around a lava lake. I could have easily ended up in the lava then. Right, so there is lava below it, so we want some water in here. Want it to flow as well. Right, and now we're probably making a cobblestone generator somewhere in there. Thought I heard something. Ponybutt says, UHC today, birthday in 4 days, moving next weekend, so much hype. That sounds like a busy week. Busy week. What happened to Red Eyes, says MG2077. Just life, really. I think he hasn't had the time to play for a long time, and he knows he's welcome back on if ever he wants to get back into Minecraft, but I doubt it. I don't know. I feel like it must be so difficult to get back into something like this after being away from it for so long, but I'd love to see Red Eyes come back of all people. His base on the first time at Craft World, that was really interesting. I always loved his style. So organic. It was just like, you know, go here, mess about, make something happen, and you never knew what he was going to do next. It was good. Good times. But that was years ago now. Blue Fruit says, hey X, just joined, how are you? I'm good. I'm a little annoyed that my phone crashed because my alarm clock didn't go. I have the worst luck with alarm clocks, I swear. They never go off. Also, Fenno is here. Hello, buddy. Happy birthday. And, yeah, and it crashed, so so I woke up late, which I wasn't happy about. Now, how much obsidian I need is something I probably should have calculated before I came down here. It's a good time to think about that. So we got 34. I need to make 4 portals, and they're going to be wider than this. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to be at least, like, they're going to be an odd number. They're going to be 5, maybe 7 by 7. So 14, 28, 56, and then the pillars would be another 4. So another 28, I think. So 76, 84. Right, but they could be bigger. So I think we should aim for 2 stacks. 2 stacks is 128, and then we'll be good. Surely be good with that. Negative Panda says, happy birthday, Fenno man. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. It's not Fenno's birthday. It was his birthday yesterday. I was late. Okay, there we go. X, what is your favourite candy? I don't eat candy, but I do have a favourite. You see, candy's bad for you. Bad for your teeth, bad for your diet. Creates sugar cravings, sugar's bad for you. Oh! But I do have a favourite candy, because on my birthday or at Christmas, I get myself a Butterfinger. Which is like, it's like sugary peanut and chocolate, and oh god, it's delicious, but it's very, very bad for you. It's a bar of calories. It's a calorie bar. So I treat myself to like a couple a year, basically. We got 2 new subscribers here. We got Sockshawk has subscribed. Thank you so much for the subscription, buddy. Do hope you're having a good time with today's live stream, and of course the UHC later today. And also thank you to the Brags for subscribing. Appreciate the support, buddy. Hope you have a good time watching the stream. And yeah, both of you check out in chat the links to the Discord app and where you can sign up for the Extreme UHC. Are you a Parama Violet fan or not? I've not heard Parama Violet before. Is that a music thing? Sounds like a music thing. Sounds like an art rock band. Like a typical name for one. Deadpool hype, are you going to watch it? I think Deadpool is a Marvel movie, right? I'm not a fan of the Marvel movies. I don't know. I've seen like one of them, but they give me the impression that they're just like a big old franchise. But I went and saw Ant-Man, and I didn't really like that movie. I just felt with Ant-Man, I just felt like the lead character just wasn't interesting. Like I didn't get why they were motivated to do this stuff, and then all the action sequences didn't really take advantage of the whole, you know, your hero's the size of an ant thing, and I don't know, just didn't get along with it. You see, I've talked about this before. I like dramas. I like character development and character arcs. You know, I want to see a character learn things about themselves and go through an adventure, etc. of some sorts. That's the kind of stuff I like. I'm not a Marvel fan either, but Deadpool seems funny. Well, I'm a fan of comedy. Speaking of which, noisy me, I was watching BBC last night before Match of the Day, and they had some guy live at the Apollo. Oh my god, he was hysterical. I have to go look up and find out who that comedian is, and watch more of their stuff, because the guy was hilarious. I don't know if anyone watched Live at the Apollo, but he was the Indian chap. It was brilliant. Let's have a look. Right, almost a stack. We're aiming for 2, aren't we? X, will you make another custom map? Very unlikely. I have game ideas, but I've tried to work with different people, and none of them have really come to light again. So the problem is, I've put so much time into YouTube and Twitch now that I don't have time to focus on a map, really. Slender Brian, very unlikely I'll be posting Dune. So we've got a new subscriber. It is Lord Get Things. Oh, another noise in my ear. Lord Get Things has subscribed. Thank you so much for the subscription, buddy. Hope you have a good time with today's stream, and of course the Extreme UHC later on today. Once again, in chat you'll find the links for those things. Seeker says, what do you think of Matt LeBlanc as Top Gear host? Matt LeBlanc. Who's Matt? Is he the one who played Joey in Friends? Matt LeBlanc. You have to let me know there. Handsome Meter says, why don't you get bored in Minecraft? Because I have a whole load of awesome people who join me on my adventures, and it makes it so much more enjoyable to play this with a load of other people. And that is why. So you, in other words, you're the answer, if you want to put it like that. Now, I feel like I was talking about something that I've forgotten about that was important. Oh, we got a donation here, a noise in me ear, from Lumber Effects, my good old friend who is moderator of the Hermitcraft Reddit, says, kapow for the times the subreddit gave me. Oh, there you go, the subreddit. Yeah, awesome, dude. Thank you so much for everything you did on there, and thank you for the donation as well. Really do appreciate all you did. It's a shame the Reddit community never took off like some other ones had, but I think it's just like that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In the case of Hermitcraft, I don't think the subreddit was the place for things to happen, but you did a great job with that, and people still use it every day, which is good. I think a lot of people lurk on it and use it to keep up with the videos as opposed to YouTube's subscription feed. So for all of you watching who didn't know, you should go check out the Hermitcraft Reddit. If you just Google that, Hermitcraft Reddit, it'll take you to it. If you're interested in using Reddit, then go check it out. Some of you saying, repair your pick. My pick has plenty of use less. Do you support, Asuma, do you support Broncos or Panthers? Do you know what the Super Bowl is? Yes, the Super Bowl is today, I know. I like American football, but I don't like watching a game of American football. I like watching the highlights, because when you watch a game, it lasts about 4 hours, and it's like, you know, something happens, and then you've got to wait for 10 minutes, and then, you know, another play happens, and then you've got to wait for 10 minutes. I know it's not that long, but compared to football, like English football, it's so stop and start. I'm very used to watching English football where it's constant action, fluid, you know, something's always happening. So I like watching highlights of American football, but not actual matches. And I'm going to go watch a match, the one that's played over at Wembley, later on in the year. They actually do quite a few games over here in the UK now. It used to just be one, and they've been talking about doing that in the Premier League for years, because it's all about making money. really. You take your game to another country and charge people ridiculous amounts for the tickets, and it's like a novelty for that country. So a few more of you are saying the music is too loud. Maybe I'll turn it down a little bit. Turn it down just a tad. There we go. Mega Elixir says, "This is some real good music. I like it." Right after I turn it down. You can never please everyone. I think some people like to watch a stream with their own music as well, which is something I do. Although I'm only going to stream with music because I need to listen to music. But sometimes I tune in and I'm like, man, if I could just put on my own tunes right now, I'd be happy instead of listening to like whatever they got on. Why are you mining obsidian? Says Bramil. It's because we need 2 stacks of it to make some portals. That's why. And I just realised that with all those mobs going into our little water basin, we're probably going to make a temporary mob farm. Leonel says, "I like the music, it was just too loud compared to your voice." Maybe it's my microphone. Maybe, like, I repositioned it, it doesn't appear to be any louder. I Am Reckless says, "This music is depressing." Hardly, I think... I don't know, sometimes when people say that, I think, like, maybe it's in what you're making out of the music. Because this isn't depressing in the slightest. I don't hear anything depressing going on for me. X recently scientists. What does that mean? X, how do you put the music into the stream? How do you play it? It just plays on my computer. And you're listening to the sound from my computer. Why do you need all that obsidian? To make portals. Is this Hermitcraft? Yes, it is, African Car. Epic adventure music. Yes, Bob, that's what I hear as well. Yas says the music is very uplifting. I think it's much more based on what you make of it than what it actually is, because no music is either good or bad. It's just you have a good or bad experience with it. Right? You know, if you hear something that you think is rubbish, you know someone out there loves it, right? So is it really rubbish, or is that just your experience of it? That's how I look at music, and that's how I like so much music, because I then realise, hey, this thing that I might initially go, oh, I don't like that too, you know, someone else likes it, why do they like it? There's got to be something good about it. Do you know what I mean? That's how I treat it. Anyway, I think that's going to be enough. We're going to head out of here. If we need to come back down, we'll do just that. But that'll do us for now. Also, we did all of that without haste. I've got a haste beacon somewhere as well. Wales versus Ireland forts. And that's island as in an island. I don't know what that means. X, you're so philosophical. Yep, quite possibly. I don't think that would be the right word. But I am a thinker type. I like to think about stuff, I guess. Philosophical. I'm sure that's not the right word. Some people like Miley Cyrus, though. You see, like... Again, just someone like Miley Cyrus gets a bad name because she's a big pop star. I know nothing about her. I've listened to that Wrecking Ball song, and I don't think that's a bad song. And I think I heard her on Bill Murray's Christmas special, and I think she's got a nice singing voice. But I've never heard anything else about her. But very aware that people like dismiss pop artists like Justin Bieber as well. I've never listened to their music, so I can't really say anything about it, you know. But either way, you can't be dismissive of artists just because they're big and popular. Apple Cow says some people like deathcore bands, though. I am one of those people. I was massively into deathcore when that scene happened back in 2006, 2007. I think if you want to be critical about it, that music genre has some like glaring flaws, especially with like the safety zone, if you like. Like, there's a lot of generic bands that sound extremely similar. But I was one of those people that liked deathcore. I still do. I still do like deathcore. I just don't listen to it a lot anymore. You listen to Bring Me the Horizon as well? Yes, they used to be deathcore. They used to be one of the smelliest deathcore bands there was. And then they've like transitioned into a completely different band over time. I'm looking for more obsidian. I had some more of it in a chest. Maybe it was already in my inventory when we went down there. because I don't really want to not use it. John Liv says, do you listen to prog metal like Tool or Sewing? I've been trying to get into Tool for years. If you go to my blog, you'll find out about all the sorts of music I like. X, why don't you have armour? Because I don't want to repair it, basically. Right, so this is going to be the corner of one of our portals. And I'm just thinking to save obsidian, what we'll do is leave that one there as, yeah, like that. So we've got to make a marker on these other places. Put down some more torches maybe while we build down here. Do you like grime music? Says K Nazi. Yeah, I know what grime is. I like it. I mean, I like all sorts of music really, but I've never really found an artist that, with the exception of maybe like early Dizzy Rascal, I've never found an artist that I've really like clicked with in grime and gotten into. I'm trying to think of a few other artists. I've got a few other artists I know of in that music genre. X, what are you building? Oh, someone just ate the grass up there. Naughty sheep. We're building a passive mob farm, and we're doing the portal system that goes underneath it at the moment. X, scientists are creating lab-grown meat. Will you eat it if it's not come out of a cow? I don't know. It depends what circumstances it's made out of. But yeah, if they like fabricated meat out of nothing, I wouldn't see a problem with eating it. Do you like speedcore? I've never heard the term speedcore before, but I'm going to guess what, like metalcore and speed metal? Mr. Francesco says, no one here likes Italian music. I have plenty of Italian, well not plenty, but I have a fair bit of Italian music on my computer. Italian bands though, maybe not, what would you say, the cultural Italian music? I really like cultural music as well, but when it's in the setting, it's always nice. Like if you're watching a movie or you're on holiday in a restaurant, when you hear the cultural music, like, and the settings there as well, I like that. I think the way I've set these portals up is going to work just fine. We also don't have to make them as tall as I calculated. For some reason, when I was doing my calculations, I decided there had to be 7 tall. Now here's the thing: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually 9. So we might have to go back down again. X, what's your opinion on sound weapons? Oh my god, I've not heard of that before. Sound weapons? I don't know. What, is that a weapon? I mean, I think weapons are bad in general, really. There's that whole, oh, if we don't have weapons, someone will hurt us because they'll have weapons. I don't like that mentality. I think, you know, get rid of weapons, get rid of the soldiers, you won't have wars. If no one wants to fight them, it's a bit idealistic, really, isn't it? Because everyone has to believe the same thing, but that's the way I see it. Is that war isn't a solution, war is a problem. X, your chat is delayed. Just the old life, that's how it works. What are you drinking, X? Tea? Thanks for the reminder, I'm going to have a sip before it gets cold. Cohen says, do you know the band Asking Exaliandra, or whatever they are? Yeah, I've seen them live a couple of times, that band. Damson says, what do you think of hardstyle? Hardstyle is one of the genres that I get what it's about, but I can't get into it. Handsome Meter says, what is the Patreon? I heard you and B-Dubs talking about it. Patreon is basically a way for you to support content creators by pledging money to them, and then you get things in return for that. I do have a Patreon, and we have a vanilla server, and we have a modded server, which I was playing on a lot, and I've taken a break from at the moment, but I'll get back into that. Wizard says, X, what do you think about anarchy? I think that most people think anarchy means running around like a nutcase, doing whatever you want, society falls apart, but it's freedom or whatever. But actually, I think anarchy is a little different from that. I think anarchy is the belief that we don't need authoritative, like, institutions, massive ones, to run an organised society. And I don't know if that would work or not. X, where have you been abroad? Loads of places, K-Nazi. Loads of places. Try a perfect circle-like Tool, but shorter songs. I've tried to get into Tool for years. I can't remember what album it is I've tried listening to. Warsong Killer says, what are you making, X? We're making the portal system at the bottom of our passive mob farm. Right. Why don't you play single player, says Sebi? Because, I mean, people ask me this a lot. Why don't you have a single player Let's Play? I don't know like where the question is really, because what would I be doing different? I'd just be playing Minecraft, except this way, you know, other people are on the server, no one's on at the moment. Hermitcraft's a bit quiet at the moment, understandably, you know. The game hasn't been updated for years, it feels like. And yeah, I would just be, you know, I'd just be doing the same thing with less options to do things with other people or see what they're up to and share that multiplayer experience. So for me, single player doesn't really, like, single player is less than what I'm doing, so doesn't seem like the best thing to do. Johnny MC says, what's your favourite car? You must be new here. I don't like cars and car culture. I think cars are just horribly inefficient and the embodiment of what's wrong with consumerism. Got your tea, says Mimble. Yep, I had a sip a moment ago. Asuma, what are you going to do about the water to stop it from destroying the portals? The brags. The water doesn't destroy the portals. I think that's one of those misunderstood things. The water doesn't destroy the portals. We might have to, actually, we might have to do something to set it up in order to get it to work. But there you go. Right, so now we can remove all of this. It's going to get dark in here. We can remove all of these down here. And we can try and light these portals up in a moment. Don't tell Mumbo your opinion on cars. I'm very aware that Mumbo's a big car guy. It's just not something I'm into. X is going to die of hunger and he won't even notice. Well, I will now, Raging Hummer. Your plan to kill me through hunger has failed. I have seen your message and I have eaten the foods. Right, so that's all of the stone gone from the inside. Now I'm pretty sure that this won't work. Yeah, that doesn't work. So we need to put stone around the outside first. Ever played Rocket League, Asumi? Yep, we've streamed Rocket League and played it. I really like that game, but the skill level, I think, requires you to play it fairly... Oh, let's leave that lit, actually. Requires you to play it fairly often, and because I never had the time to play it that often, I sort of... You know, once you log on and all of a sudden you suck because you haven't been playing for ages, that's demotivating. Okay, so let's do these one by one. And then we'll remove the stone after. Autumn's in chat. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Firefly says, what's your favourite item in Minecraft? Probably a pick. What would the game be like without a pick, eh? Or a diamond pick. We use those so often. X, what were you doing in Mumbo's base on his recent Hermitcraft episodes? I was streaming, actually. I was streaming and trolling, and I was going to prank him, and then decided, hey, no, get out of here. This is the problem. Now it's going to be a mob spawner event, which we don't want. We also got to sort out the port. Oh, that was too early. Sort out the portals in general. Okay, let's do this. Right. Oh, is Red Knobster here in chat? Hey, buddy. I see other people talking to him. Right. Yes, see, it doesn't break the portals. It doesn't break it when it flows into it. What breaks the portal is putting water on the portal block. It replaces it and destroys the portals. So now, every animal that comes down here will be pushed into these portals. And I think we should find out where they go. But you're going to find out first, aren't you? That's right, you're going to be our experiment, Mr. Zombie. Hi. That's unfortunate, mate. You're inside obsidian. Enjoy your stay. Right, so we need to work on this portal now. I need to get some numbers and figure out where to build them and stuff. Okay, right, there we go. We've just got to hop and swim. Because I don't have any ender pearls. Mod Wassif says, why does no one use real emotes in this chat? How would you define a real emote? Because someone might define the one you just used as not being a real one. What is real? X, is this modded? Stupid question. Official Jugger, no question is stupid. The stupid question is the one that isn't asked. Because if you don't know the difference between modded and vanilla, there's nothing wrong with that. This is vanilla. I don't know. The only thing that might appear modded is that I have a texture pack that modifies a couple of things, like glass is one thing. The world border is a vanilla thing. X, why is there a border? Says Jaco. Because we have a world border on Hermitcraft, and it's there. Right, so if we want to sleep in that bed, we've got to watch out for creepers. Oh, oi! No, go away. I don't want your potions. Ah, you're gonna whack me in the face, aren't you? Bam, you're dead. See you later. Right, that is gonna suck in 1.9. You can't run up to them and spam click them like that. X, do you think you have anything that you don't like in the 1.9 snapshots? Yeah, there's plenty of things. I'm not a fan of the combat system. We talk about 1.9 like every time. Now those ones at the top I probably want to replace with obsidian for looks. That looks really cool. I just want to say that that looks really cool. Who else thinks that looks cool? I like that a lot. Now I think if we really wanted to go for looks, I could make the obsidian go all the way up to the top, so when you look at it from the outside you just sort of see like the portal go all the way up, but I still think it looks cool. So anyway, we're going to need like a whole bunch of portals. We have the one on the roof. Now when we go through the one on the roof, I think it's probably always going to take us to the one over there. So we might end up with like a minecart track or something to get over here, I don't know. A lot of you like how it looks. That's good. Morgan Spice says who has the most deaths on the server? It'll be Mumbo. Legitimate deaths? I'm not sure. Exotic Senpai says, I haven't been watching for long, but something drives me to keep watching, unlike a lot of other streamers, especially since this is the first Minecraft stream I've seen. Just want to thank you for being a great streamer. Well, thank you for the lovely message, buddy. I hope you continue to enjoy what we do here. Suma, what is your favourite enchantment, says African Car. At the moment, it's Depth Strider, because I was going to pop in there. Actually, I could pop in here. Look, I love that. I can't even remember what it was like to work with water without it. It was a real pain. Okay, so what do we think? Oh, we got another noise in my ear. It's now I'm going to butcher this name, so get those butcher emotes in chat. Salian, Salian123, I think, has subscribed for 9 months in a row, 3/4 of a year. Thank you so much for the epic support, and I hope you have a great time with today's stream. And of course, in chat, check out the Discord app group chat link, and the Extreme UHC, which is later today. So if any of you are interested in playing the Extreme UHC, that is happening later today. And if you're a subscriber, you can sign up for it. X, would you rather Minecraft update more regularly? Jack Z Gaming, absolutely. If they put me in charge of Minecraft, I would just throw ideas at them and go, put it in there now, and drive everyone mad. No, I reckon you can add a ton more stuff to this game. I really reckon you could add so much stuff. Building blocks, more mobs. You just, you need to design it correctly, of course. Just don't throw anything in there willy-nilly. But I reckon this game has so much more potential, and the way it's, an update a year is just, it's killing it. It's killing it. I don't like using that terminology, like, it's killing Minecraft or Minecraft is dead, but it's hurting it. It's not doing good things for it. Anyway, enough about that. We need to figure out where this portal is. We need to build one in the nether for it. Then we need a secondary one nearby that links up to this portal, which I'm going to move over here just so it's a little bit further away. So that's the plan for right now. So I'm going to have to do some numbers. I'm going to be bringing up a notepad and a calculator. And then do some math. Okay, so we're going to literally put it right here. So we've got 8082. And now I can't see, we've got to press T instead. Once all the platforms are up to the same level, the updates could possibly become more regular again. Bob1NZ, I think that's like a likely thing, but that appears to be sort of what they're doing, right? Kind of feels like they're trying to push them all to the same sort of update pace or whatever. Which I think, although it's good, like, the moment is now, you know what I mean? Like, it's alright sorting things out for the future, but it was never done from day one, and I think that's something that should be accepted, that Minecraft was never optimised for this from day one. So, if you're going to stall development for a couple of years to bring them all up to speed, then you're going to fall behind. Anyway, right, so now we've got 8085 and let's see, 5389. So now I'm going to use the calculator. By the way, if anyone wants to know what I'm doing, I'm dividing these numbers by 8 to find out where they go in the Nether. X, what do you hate about streaming? Says Justy Other Life. Not a lot. Maybe that I don't get to move around a lot for 2 hours. If I could stream standing up, I think that would be much nicer. And if I could take like a break every so often to exercise, that would be good. But other than that, no real issues with it. Right, so I'm glad I wrote these numbers down because I almost made a big mistake. Right, so 8082 divided by 8 is, yeah, 1010. That's right, yeah. I was expecting a different number for some reason. Yeah, 1010. Morrissey Minecraft from YouTube, right? Says X buys a standing desk. You would be up at this time. Yes, I want to get one when I have my own place. It's part of my budget is to buy myself a standing desk, and I think when I stream that'll be the best time for me to stand, because you're constantly engaged by doing the streaming, so the standing bit should become fairly easy. Okay, so the next number is 5338. We divide that by 8, and what do we get? 667. Okay, and the next one is 5389 divided by 8, 673. So there's a difference of about 6 blocks that we need to get this to work in the Nether. How much obsidian? 26. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough, but we'll try and make it work. X, put blocks behind the portal for mobs can't push each other. Yeah, that'll come later on. Oh, we're also going to get pigment wandering around because of this. I imagine they'll go straight back into the Nether though. X, drink your tea. Thank you for the reminder. I have got no name. Suma, are you running Windows 10? No, I'm on Windows 7 at the moment. X, why are you doing these calculations? Good question, because we're going to set up portals in the Nether, so we need to know where they need to go. X, should I start a YouTube channel? Pottergod, if you think you'd be interested in that, then go for it. We've got a noise in my ear. X, where is your armour gone? This is all I'm wearing. Man, I cannot get away from the questions about the lack of armour. It amazes me. I'm not dying a lot. I'm not getting killed by mobs, and everyone wants to know why I'm not wearing more armour. Okay, let's put this portal here. And then we'll go read that noise in my ear. Have you ever been to the Netherlands? Yes. I get asked these questions all the time. Everyone loves to know if you've been to the country. I'm going to assume because you said the Netherlands that you're from Africa. It's a logical thing, right? I mean, why else would you be asking about the Netherlands? Let's have a look here. We've got a noise in my ear from John Deere 87, aka JD. JD in the house. Hi X, why are there no passive spawning? You are alone on the server at the moment. Your farm should be spawning lots of passive mobs. The answer is that passive mob spawning is very slow, so it's not like a hostile mob farm. It will be slower. I need some ladders to show you. Yes, it will be slower. And let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, if ever you're making ladders, do it with 7 blocks. And you'll get exactly the right amount of sticks. Bam, you can also do it with 14, multiples of 7 basically, and then nothing's left behind. Anyway, as I was saying, the spawn rate is slow anyway. The farm is not big enough to get high rates. Now, if we were to build, let's say, a massive farm, let's say it was 100 times bigger than this, then you'd probably see lots of spawns, right? But also, the spawn chunks are still not 100% clear of grass because there's still some in the lazy chunks. So multiple factors. We've got a few chickens and not much else really. We might also need to get rid of these animals because of a mob cap, so that might be a reason that there's not much more spawning here. So we've got a sheep up there and then nothing at the top by the looks of it. So hopefully that answers your questions. Extra should really get some better armor for 1.9. Well, when 1.9's here, I'll pop on some better armor, but it doesn't look like it'll be here anytime soon. Okay, let's eat our food and go through to the Nether. Oh, the other thing, we're at Y63, so being closer to that Y value is a good thing. Which means we're probably going to need more ladders and probably going to need more building blocks. We'll probably build out of stone. Right, let's organise our inventory a little bit. Hey, Asuma. New to your Twitch. Thanks for making content. No problem at all. Welcome to my Twitch, buddy. Where we do streams and stuff. Right, I've got some serious junk here. Yeah, sugar. Who wants sugar? I'm just going to dump it into this chest here, right? Right, that should be plentiful amounts for what we need to do. Hey X, what have I missed, says Benar. We've been getting obsidian and building portals down there, as you can see. Whoa! Oh, no, 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 no. Frick! Do you know what this is? This is that the portal is now a mob farm, because mobs just wander in there. Oh my days. Okay, right, let's take this one apart. Actually, I think we might need this one. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll suss it out. We need something. X, are you going to do some more math? No, that's all the math we're doing for this stream, probably. X, you need sugar for tea. I drink my tea without sugar. Try and have as little sugar in my diet as I can. Hey X, how you doing today? Your tech guy, the real 01. I'm doing good, thanks. Thank you for all your help the other day with Infinifactory. Let's have a look. Right, so we need to go down to like 60. Which is a long way down. And I didn't make any more ladders, did I? And I've taken apart the portal. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I said... Oh, I'm going to have to remake the portal to get through to the other side and make ladders. Fair enough. We can make that work for us, I guess. This is just going to be pointing into nothing. Oh well. Hi X, just joined. What are you doing, says Red Hat Boy. We are digging through the Nether, trying to set up portals. And I have successfully left behind the materials we need to make a ladder. Okay, so just 2 more bits, and what do you know, we're there. Okay, so we're going down another 30 blocks. Can I... Yeah, I can't even reach that high, can I? Okay. Now, this is going to be a slow way out of the Nether, so I might want to install some sort of minecart elevator around here as well. But we don't need to worry about that now. Border in the Nether, says Adam. Yes, except it'll be 8 times the block away from where we are, so we don't have to worry about it. Okay. Right, so now we're a little bit safer. Got to go down another 30 blocks. Now, one of the things you've got to be careful in the Nether of doing this is if the lava's on the side and you break all the blocks quickly, then it might catch you out. So actually, this isn't 100% safe of a technique, really, is it? Far from 100%. Hey X, what does your PC build have? It has RAM, it has it has 2 GPUs, it's got hard drives and solid state drives, and it's got shiny bits and cables. If you want to see the stats on my computer, just go to my website and it's all written down on there. Right, another 20 blocks down. Are you going to play Kingdom? Lech, I've already played Kingdom. There's a Let's Play of it on my channel, so go there and check it out. That's not a sight I like to see, but I think we can land over on this side. Yeah, right. Wait, 30? I need to go to 6. Why was I thinking 30? What? What is wrong with me? Why was I thinking 30? I need to go to 60. Now, why... Did I dig down too far, or were we at about 60? I don't know. What does it matter? I'm always doing stuff like this, being silly. Now, why did I think 30 all of a sudden? Ramuko says, Kingdom was fun. I really enjoyed that one. It was a good game. Right, so I reckon around here is the height we need to be at. Yeah, so I just got carried away digging, probably. Guys, please tell me what he's doing, says Lol Beginner. We're digging around in the Nether. And we're setting up nether portals. That's what we're doing. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Bam! Right. Got to make sure this pick doesn't run out as well, now that I think about it. Okay, I've just cleared out this little space. Then it's occurred to me... I knew something was wrong with that number. 1010. That's like... bigger. No, that's like. No, wait, what? Oh, that is right. Sorry, I'm getting my numbers all wrong here. So I've got numbers written down. I mean, me and numbers when I'm streaming, probably not the best thing to do, really. I cleared out this little space, and that's completely pointless. We need to go over to 73 and 67. So down in this direction, and 10. So also over in this direction as well. Now, that ladder that I've built will probably... not use that in the long run. We'll probably build another ladder over here and hook it up top. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Falling Babies says, hi, Asuma and stream. Welcome, Falling Babies. 2 derps in the stream so far. I just began watching, says Raging Hammer. Yep. Well, we all make mistakes often enough. Right, yeah, we've got to go to this area. Okay, and then... that way, several blocks. Right, around here, yes. So this will be where one portal is, and the next one will be a little bit further along. So this one I want to be several blocks wide because horses will come through it. Now I hope we have enough obsidian to get back to the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's one portal and the other one goes a little bit further away. X, when do you play on the vanilla server? Says Slimy Tilly. Right now. We're playing on the vanilla server right at this moment. Okay, let's just make this a one wide corridor, so... I don't know why. Let's just make it a one wide one. Right, so where is our little fall down bit? Is it here? Yep. Oh, and it would have been in line with that, but whatever. Look at that pick durability. Yes, it's still got some way to go. Don't worry about it. Right, so now we pop down here, and then we can wander off to the correct spot. Hey X, what was your favourite subject in school? Didn't really have a favourite subject. Didn't really like school much. Let's have a look. 3 more blocks. 1, 2, and 3. And then that's where the next ball will go. So, ooh! There's a sight. Not one I particularly want to see. This portal doesn't need to be have a bigger area around it though, so it should be okay. Pick's still okay. Make it bigger for horses, says Youssef. Yes, I have already done that. It may need to be bigger still, but it should be alright. There we go. Everyone is reminding me about my pick. I don't know how many times I've said don't worry about it, but everyone keeps reminding me about my pick. Don't worry about the pick, people. The pick's okay. The pick is doing fine. Right, I want to just have a gap around the outside here as well. Nobby Nuts says, in before the pick breaks. I've got my eye on it. Everyone's reminded me. Don't worry about it. Don't stress out. Don't even worry about it. Okay, so that's like a nice big portal for the animals to come through. Right, so this one should, in theory, synchronize with the one, provided we got it right. Yeah, see? X knows his nether portals. Isn't that right, Ruben? Ruben, the magical pig who likes to put his head through a fence. Just putting his head through a fence, don't worry about it. Right, let's go down there and let's kill that filthy pigman. Get out of our portal. You're not welcome. See you later. Right, let's go through. Bamuza says, hashtag your pick, capital letters. Oh my god, my pick. What about it? What about my pick? Something about my pick. Right, let's go and get some ladders so we can hook this up to the area up top. That appears to work. Peter Pickaxe says, what's more important, breakfast or X's streams? You can do both. You can watch the stream while you eat your breakfast. I had, what did I have today for breakfast? Muesli, that's right, I had cherry muesli. Yeah, let's chuck. Netherrack can go. Yeah, I mean, just dump it in a chest at this point. I mean, I've got my junk items here, but I'm really not into spending ages organising this. Just put it in a chest somewhere. It's all a mess anyway. All right. So what's the situation? We've hooked up these two. Now, if we want to get out of the area, we need some ladders. And if we want to go through the portal up top, it's going to take us that weird one up there. So I think we should experiment with putting the portal up top in a different place next. So we're going to need some slabs, we're going to need some ladders. That sounds delicious. Which shop did you get it from, says Pot of God. You can get it from Aldi. I forget the name of the brand, but it's a nice black box with... it's got a circle on the front so you can see the muesli in the bag. The boxes aren't that big either, but they're really tasty. John says, oh my god, muesli is so delicious. I agree. Muesli and granola oats are my favourite cereals. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 7. Let's go for 14, I reckon we'll need. Probably actually more than that, but that'll do. Okay, I want to have another sip of my tea as well. X, your pick is diamond! Oh my god, Meme Man, it is! I thought it was gold all this time. X, Chocolate Island 2.0 looks like a fox. Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, yeah. Like the head and the ear poking up? Yeah. It looks like a fox sitting down with its head turned around the other way. It's really well noticed. I like that. Asuma, Jack Cat, maybe I should read this before I say it out loud. What's this? Okay, Jack Cat says... Jack Cat is asking why the farms aren't built in the spawn chunks where they'd be active 100% of the time. Jack Cat, you have answered your own question. Because they will be active 100% of the time, which is not what you want. Because these farms can produce massive amounts of entities which don't despawn. So you need to look after them. So if we come over here, use the farm and leave, then it's not going to be causing any issues. Make It Rain says, guys, you can stop worrying about Suma's pickaxe right now. He knows what he's doing. Yes, I think it's become into a little bit of a running joke as well by the looks of it. Right, let's just place one at a time. Now, normally I'd hold down right click, but if you right click on the ladder, you'll place it on the block behind. So, just one at a time like that is good. There we go, 11 to spare. X, what will you use the farm for? Getting food, getting leather, getting horses. What else do we get from passive mobs? Chickens, feathers, lots of things. Ah! Hold down right click, hold on. That's It's always a little bit of panicky. Do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to say... No, I didn't. I've already got them written down. And I forgot to make slabs. Let's make some slabs. Bam. There we go. Right, I forgot to do something, but it's not that bad. Big of a deal, because I've already got it on my screen. We need to go to... Oh, this way. We need to go this way. Here. And then that way? No, this way, apparently. To... Now, which one was further away? Was it 6-7 or 7-3? I think it was 6-7. Right, and we're going to build a portal here and see if this helps at all. Like that. Excellent. There we go. A portal. Oh, I thought I didn't have flint and steel for a second there. I was going to panic. Right, so that's where we set up the first one without, you know, figuring out where it was or what it was going to go to. When the farm is done, you will start the horse race. Oh, that message moved away quickly because of the chat. I think I know what you're on about. Assumer, does your bow have more durability than your pick? Just curious. 248, 88. But I know what you mean, because the bar's all the way up there, it's got less. So you could argue that... yeah, I know exactly what you're getting at, I think. Anyway, someone there was suggesting that we could use the horses to have a race, but that wasn't part of my plan. Assumer, you know it's easier getting on top of the nether if you just put the minecart right above the one below the roof of the ceiling, so you can just look right up to find it, than jumping and looking at it. Golden Miru, it sounds like a good idea, but I tried that and you nudge the minecart out of the way and so you have to reset it every time, so that's why I didn't do it that way. X, you have ender pearls in the chest? Yes, I do. Let's keep one of those on me. Thanks for the reminder. Right, so that's synchronised with this one over here, which is really good, which means the other one will synchronise... we should probably get rid of the other one, why not? But I need to go through it first. Right, so... yeah, some serious portal sorting outage going on here. Portal sorting outage. It's a new thing. Let's go up. What is the durability of your muesli? It's out. It's done. Finito. I finished off the packet today. X, did you see you can break bedrock with the dragon egg? Yes, I've seen that one. Extra tea. Thank you for the reminder. I'll have another sip. Geotaxi says, will there be a modded Minecraft stream anytime soon? Yeah, I reckon I'm getting closer to playing it again. Just need to get my head into it a little bit, I guess. Bam, right. So I need to go through this one to go to the wrong portal to dismantle it. Then I need to come back up here and dismantle this one. Okay, all good. Portal sorting outage. New word in the Assumer dictionary. Submit it. Do it. X, repair your muesli, says Joel Kip. Assumer, what if real life was like Minecraft? Willem, what if Minecraft was like real life? It's so weird, wouldn't it? When you put the minecart directly above the blocks, either you end on the rail or you won't nudge it. Well, is that because there's a rail block above? I'm not sure I understand that. What is muesli? Use Google, search muesli. It's a type of cereal. It's very nice. Being home alone while watching your streams and playing Smash while eating spring rolls is simply the best. I haven't had a spring roll in ages. Spring rolls are nice. His flint and steel has less durability than his pick. Panic, people! ASDF has noticed that my flint and steel is in danger of being no more. A block in the stars says, what are you saying? Assumer is evil, Assumer. Joke. Oh, you're talking to someone else. Assumer, is the Assuminati real? I believe it is. Izzy's running. I believe it is. Mark Marquis says, you British sound so funny when you try to pronounce Italian words like finito. It's me, Mario. Finito. I like to... I think some people have noticed I like to count umero numero. Umero duo and stuff. Oh. Nossit says, hey X, what did I miss? Not much. We set up the portals. We had to go get the obsidian first of all. We're basically doing like the not so action-packed stuff, I guess you could say, is kind of precisely what we're doing. Right, I think we're done with these numbers. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to minimise my numbers and we might need them again. Right, so we got rid of that portal. Now we need to go back up to the top and get rid of that other one, and then we're good. And then we're done with portals. X, where is T.E.A? It's on my desk. I've got a cup of tea right here. Oh, a chicken must have fallen down. Or its egg fell off the edge and got collected. Egg farm. X, drink your tea. Okay, I'll drink some more. X, what's the flying pizza? Says Italgi. I don't know what the flying... Oh, do you mean the farm? You're calling it a flying pizza? X, can you show the music and sound settings? I don't know what you want to see. Like... Yeah, I get that you want to see some sort of sound settings. I don't know what I would show you there because there's all sorts of sound settings all over the place on different programs and control panel and I don't know why I should show them either. Like, what's that achieving? So if we come up over there, I'll tell you what, that needs some slabs, doesn't it? No, that's a button. That's a pressure plate. We don't want any gas spawning. That's what? How did they get on there? I wasn't paying attention. Right, they need that, and then this needs dismantling, and I guess this could point over to that portal. We'll make it a little bit quicker. And then we're kind of done here. Right, and what we could do is add a button onto some blocks with a slab on top and have that powered rail over here. So let's put it there. Take that back, button on top, and put down a rail there. There you go. So now the minecart's going to arrive and it's ready to go on that bit. Excellent. Right, now we dismantle this and we're good to leave. X, I like you. Please dig some cobblestone. I really enjoy it. It really makes me happy. Me, ma'am, really loves it when I mine cobblestone. Fair enough. X, do you believe in the spaghetti monster? It's a real religion, funny enough. No, I don't believe in the spaghetti monster. Although I've never heard of the spaghetti monster. X, do you like Tame Impala? I think someone asked me that earlier. I've heard of that band name before. X, your 3 diamonds for your pick. What about them? Hey X, do you think you can make a tutorial on the XP gold farm, the donut as you call it? Bankerman55555. Check out Snow Crash if you search Snow Crash without a W, so SNO Crash. He's the guy who made the donut and he's got a tutorial on it. That's the place to go to learn to build it. What is the efficiency on your pick X? It is efficiency 5. X, do you have LED lights around your desk? I do not. I had a computer with LED lights in it, or some form of light, and it was just so gimmicky, I was like, So yeah, I've tried doing the whole lights in computer thing before, it was a bit naff. Right, so what's next? I think I was going to go build another layer of that, but look, we've got pesky mobs going into the middle. We don't want them there. I think we need to start slabbing this outside area. And actually no, let's temporarily light it up. You see, what I want to do is create a pattern to slab the entire area with. We could do that actually, we could come up with a pattern together. What do you guys want to see me do? Slab a pattern or place grass and dirt blocks up top? So in chat, one is for slabbing, 2 is for grass up top. You guys choose. Let me know what we're doing. Hi X, how much time are you wasting playing Minecraft? Captain Mark, I am not wasting time. I absolutely love playing this game. It is really fun to do stuff like streaming and make videos. Right, so slabs. Everyone's going crazy for slabs. Wow. Grass is not popular. What did grass ever do to you guys? Oh, slab it is. Thank you for the spam. We can stop that now. I appreciate it. There's a landslide of ones. So let's go into our passive mob farm world and let's do some slabbing. Right, so we have 3 types of slab available to us in this area. I think, yeah, pretty much just that. At a stretch you could say, oh, you can go get nether brick from the nether. No, we're going to stick with these ones. Edtrex Gaming says grass killed my mother. The zombie in a suit says grass killed my family. Okay. Okay, so grass is a murderer, I understand. Right, so I don't know what sort of pattern we could do here, but what if we had something weird and interlinking like this? Oh, I quite like that. But where's the next one going? What is it doing? Maybe if these were longer, then there'd be room for something else here. Dark oak slabs would look amazing to fit in the Chocolate Island theme. Darkoon style, we are going with what we have available to us, which is simply these things at the moment. Right, and then the next one of this would be over here, wouldn't it? Not really sure where that's going. I actually think that these should probably be that sort, and then cobblestone fills in the gaps. I think that's correct. Some of you are saying gooky in chat. Gooky. A lot of people are saying gooky. Oh, it was in the right place, I reckon. Yeah, something like that. But that's sort of like a one-way thing. Where does it repeat alongside itself? Basically, we want like a nice repeating pattern. We've got 3 colours we can use. Maybe something a little bit isometric. No, not isometric, but you know, those sort of patterns they come up with. High Spec says, went away for a bit, what are we doing? Well, we managed to successfully level the Hermitcraft server with nothing but dirt. We're also, we just happened to be in creative mode. I don't know how that happened. But welcome back. Say it like Gucci. Gucci. That sounds... Gucci. That almost sounds like... like a nasty word for something. Gucci. Right. Yeah, I want something... I can't think of anything. I had a few ideas. Tessellations is what X is wants. Tessellations. I like the sound of that word. Right, I'm going to Google tessellations. Thank you, Adam Wong. Let's go search tessellations and see what it comes up with on images. Oh, tessellations is exactly what I want. But a lot of these are not square shaped. So let's type in square and see if we can get some square tessellations. Squarish. Okay, now there's... I've seen... Oh, wow, that's pretty cool, actually. I've seen one that works with 5 colours here. Oh, I like that one. Ah, I think I've seen a pattern we might use. Wow, if you want to have a look, just Google tessellations square, and there's lots of cool patterns. Right, there's not a lot coming up, in fairness, but there's one here that I like, and it's really quite simple. So we go 4 blocks like that, and then off of the edges of it, we go for 4 blocks like this, and then that one becomes cobble, and so do these ones. Now I like this pattern. I like it. It's satisfying. So do those. It's similar to a swastika pattern as well, in a way. You might see that sort of rotation going on. Right, so then we can just continue this. Now I think we should get multiple patterns before we make... Oh, sorry about that. I couldn't mute quick enough. Oh, yeah. So I think we should make several patterns. That, for some reason, coughing just reminded me of something. Does anyone in chat believe in creationism and the argument of intelligent design often reasoned through the eye? Like, you know, the eye is so brilliant, it has to have been designed. That argument. Does anyone subscribe to that line of thought? Because I have an interesting point to share with you if you do. No. Nope. No. Lots of no's. Right, we get the idea what this pattern's about, so we'll have to start working on something else. Sort of, yes, yes, nope, I believe in creationism. Okay, right, so thank you, there are a few people watching. It's about, it looks like about 5% maybe creationists. Yeah, it's about 5 to 10%. Alright, so let's not get into an argument here, but I just want to leave the creationists with this idea, right? So the argument is that if the eye is, you know, so perfectly designed, how could have it evolved? Then, like, the answer to that is, like, how is it perfect? Because there's so many flaws with it. Like, over time, the eye's ability to visualize decreases. People are born with blindness. Some people are far-sighted, short-sighted. Not always are our eyes at the correct sight. So, you know, if it was intelligently designed, why was it not intelligently designed to be perfect? If that's the argument, that it's perfect. So maybe that makes sense to you. Either way, I just wanted to throw that out there, because when I was coughing, it just, for some reason, it just reminded me of, like, the imperfections in the human experience, right? Like coughing, and, you know, if it was like, if we were intelligently designed, why were we given so many flaws, so many weird things? Every eye has a blind spot, says Engineer 57, and we're limited to a certain range of things that we can see, because we know that there's other things in the spectrum of light, like infrared and stuff, that are visible to other animals that evolved to see it with their eyes, but not to us. Because perfect is imperfection. Oh, there's some serious movement in chat now. X, even when the eye is healthy, it is flawed anyway, considering the only part of the eye can actually see properly, see colour, and not even all the colours the same. Yeah, I mean, in general, it's like, yeah, you get it. It's what makes us different. If humans were perfect, would they live forever, says Toby Robot. Oh, there's a lot of discussion now. I've really kicked it off, haven't I? The eye is made imperfect to see things the human brain can detect. No. No, the human brain can detect something because it's what the information that the eye sends to it. If like, the idea of evolution is that mutations over time, the better mutations that happen when someone's born with a defect or a difference, that becomes dominant because it's more useful to survival. If the eye magically was able to see more colours, the brain would see more colours. The brain would understand it's seeing more information. It's not a case of the brain can't... Oh, forget it. I don't know how to explain that one. This calls for slow mode, says A Block in the Stars. It really does. I'm trying to read a sentence and it's just like, whoa. It's like, whoa. Anyway, let's try and find more patterns. I'm going to continue looking while you guys argue. Make It Rain says, Laurent Pava, why do you want to build a passive mob farm? It could be for meat and drop, or maybe horse drops. Horses would be the main reason, but yeah, food, all sorts of things that you get from mobs. You know why we build farms, to harvest the drops. It's fun. Projects are cool. Ah, here's another one. That's a really good one, and that's a lot bigger. I'm going to open that one. That's a cool pattern as well. How do we know that my green is the same as your green? We can't prove that we see the same colours. My green might look different than yours, but we still learn to call the colour green. Absolutely true, yeah. Now think about that in measure of more things than just your eyes. Think about, like, sense and smell, and how much of reality is loose translation based on, like, relativity to experience. You can dig into that a lot. There's a lot to think about there. But let's focus on this pattern for a moment here. So, anyway, if anyone who's a creationist wants to give me an answer to what I just sent them, I'd like to hear that. So feel free to come back at me, put a message, say like, "Hey, creationist here," and let me know what you think about that. No, that's not right. That one would be this, based on what I'm looking at. So we make this shape. and I feel like I'm missing... No, I see it. I see the pattern, right. But it overlaps. Okay, right. This pattern's a lot bigger. It's subjectiveness, says Rohan Bane. Yes, subjectiveness would definitely be it. What a silly proposition. Why not be upset that we weren't created with all the superpowers? Yeah, that's another thing. Like, you could be angry at God for the way that humanity or civilization has been set up. Creation equals evolution. No, they're two opposing ideas. Sorry, what's a creationist? Someone who believes that we are created by a creator, as opposed to evolved through whatever life is. Jonah Turtle says, I am both a creationist and an evolutionist. That's called doublethink, to hold two opposing ideas at the same time. Right, I think I'm seeing how this pattern comes together now. Something like this. It looks nicer on a smaller scale, I think. Right, and then now here's where it gets tricky, because this ring now becomes like a dominant ring somewhere else. So I think now what we do is put in this. I think this one's going to confuse me when I try and build it, and then it's going to annoy me if I make a mistake and I have to go back over myself and check it out again. Creatism and evolution are not mutually exclusive. Well, they can if you call it creationism. They are if you call it creationism and evolution. If you believe in a mix of both, then it's something completely different, because evolution has no context for any form of creationism, and vice versa. Creationism doesn't accept evolution. That's called theistic evolution. It's disproved both by creationism and evolution. There you go. It would have its own name if you believe in something that takes bits of both, because they're fundamentally opposed to one another. I don't get it though. If God created us, why would he put such horrible things in the world, such as cancer? Pupa duper. Now, some people would say moves in mysterious ways, but that's the kind of question that gets me. That's like, yeah, I'm totally on board with that. It doesn't make sense to me either. Right, you know, he has a plan for us all, is what they say. Is that right? This pattern is already like confusing me. Looking at it is slightly hypnotic. I think we're going to pass on that one. Tutorials says, if I find a flawed product such as a broken computer, does that mean the computer did not have an intelligent designer? No. If I find a flawed product such as a broken computer, does that mean the computer did not have... Wait, why is that difficult? Does that mean the computer didn't have an intelligent designer? No. That's a very, very good point, I guess. I like that point. That's a good argument. Some of you are saying it looks like a swastika. It's actually not a swastika. It's basically there's these shapes, squares, overlapped. It's not a swastika. I'm not going to build that one anyway. It's called a patriotic chain-linked tessellation. I don't like that one. It's complicated. It's confusing me to build, which is slightly worrying. Assumer, think about this. What if there was no universe? What is everything? Yeah, Bamooks. What is nothing, if you can think of what nothing is? God is perfect. A creator of a computer is not, says Canzone. Who's to say God is perfect? What if God is a child? What if God's a child, you know? What if it's one of many gods? I'm not finding any other patterns. I think we might just go with that one. I mean, look, we did a little bit of research. We found a nice pattern. We're just slabbing the area. Should we go with this one? I reckon we'll go with this one. The other pattern is cool, says ASDF. Yeah, there you go. We'll go with that one then. God is kind of incompetent if he exists, says 12. Interesting thought. That's one of the things I think when people talk about God and stuff. It's like, if you want to believe in God, or creationist or whatever, it feels like the Bible or many religions' ideas that God is perfect and should be worshipped or whatever feels so like just, I don't know, just feels so wrong compared to you could sit down, okay, it's like having a bad parent in some ways. It's like if you've got a bad parent, like they don't therefore become almighty in your mind or anything, if you know what I mean, because there's so many like glaring faults for some of us, like, you know, things like cancer, as someone brought up, that make you go, well, yeah, why has this God put us through these tests? Like, what's that about? That sounds narcissistic more than it does someone who should be praised, you know. And that's just one line of thought there. A lot of you asking if I believe in God. I don't believe or not believe. I'm quite agnostic. I don't really feel like there's too much valid to be said in the Bible or that idea of God. You know, if you say to someone, you know, which God do you believe in? It's like, oh, I believe in God, you know, but then, hey, wait a minute, there's, you know, thousands upon thousands of religions on this planet, and most of them claim to only have one God, so which one is it? I guess it feels like man-made religion is something I can't get behind, but the idea of a God, not so far-fetched, but I don't think, like, I could answer that, or answer it for someone. I don't know. Maybe that makes sense. I feel like I'm someone who has to really like sit down and think, hey, what do I think, and put it into a cohesive like sentence, and then be like, hey, this is what I think. trying to explain it off the top of my head doesn't always quite work. Wow, most YouTubers try to dodge this bullet. Which bullet? It's not a bullet, it's just something to discuss. Abstract Noob says there's the elephant one. Oh, Islam is the one and only. You see, but most religions say that. If you take a step back from being in the capsule of religion, it's like almost all religions seem to say that they're the only religion, so it becomes a bit more elusive that way. Cancer was made by the government to make money. There is no evidence that the first humans had cancer or they had eye problems. They passed down a disease and now our eyes are messed up. If you genuinely believe that, there are some glaring flaws in what you just said. Like, how would people have known about cancer in the past prior to science giving us the ability to discover this is why people die? You know, people have been dying. Death is part of life. People have been dying for forever. It's unavoidable. But, you know, records, things in the past, you can't know that people have died of it until you learn about it. Then you might even be able to go back and realise, oh, these people died because of this new thing that we know about that's called cancer. And the idea that it's a government conspiracy that they created is extremely paranoid, but I think the possible element of truth in that is that it is not profitable to cure cancer. There's some people that believe that the cure for cancer is known, but it's not profitable, therefore it wouldn't, like, treating cancer makes money for companies, because that's the business they're in, they're in the health business. So anyway, ponder on those thoughts, think what you want about them. Asumi, yeah, but many of your thoughts are a little too thought through as well, no offence. Maybe, it depends what you mean by that. If it sounds like I've already come to a conclusion, I'm always open to having someone dismantle or like oppose, offer up something different. I'm not set in stone. I think we need less cobblestone slabs, but that'll do to get started. And because it's such a small pattern, I don't think it needs to line up with anything. Daniel says AIDS created by the government. Again, same argument as before. Cancer is due to mutation caused by cellular duplication and radiation, says Darklaw. Someone knows their stuff. Anyway. Don't use cobble slabs, please. Someone hates cobble slabs. No, we're using cobble slabs. I know they're a bit ugly, but they'll fit in. Plus, they're being used the least, so that's a good thing, right? Ex-Mari teacher said, if God was nice, why would he create hell? Rapid Turtle. Yeah, you can ask, say all sorts of questions like that. Did he create hell, though? I thought the devil created hell. I think you're right. I can't remember. It's been ages since I read the Bible. It's not one of my favourite books. Right, so I don't want to get this wrong, but have I got it wrong? Or no, I haven't. Wait. What have I done wrong here? This one's going to be surrounded by the other type. Cancer cells are in our body since birth, says Benna, SC1. What have I done different here? I'm going to have to look up that pattern image again. The devil is a fallen angel. Yes, that's true. Right. Now, I've got the image of the pattern. Actually, let's make that bigger. Got the image of the pattern on my screen. If God didn't invent cancer, why did Jesus die of cancer? Answer that X. Did he die of cancer? I'm not sure. Okay, so it's like every block going this way will be the same colour. Yeah, that's right. And then the ones below are the other one. But if God is almighty, he could destroy the devil. Oh. Let's move on from this topic now. I think everyone's getting a bit heated up about it. Right, is that right? I keep looking at it and I'm like, what? Am I doing this right or wrong? I think that's actually right. I think we've got it right now. So, what's going on here? That one clips to the edge of that. That's correct. Right, I think what I've gone and done is build it flipped to the image I have. So it's the same thing, but I've kind of mirrored it. What's this question? As a person who is agnostic, then how do you go about the questions of if God created humans, who created God? Or if we go through the evolutionist theory, there are millions of species of apes and billions of humans since we evolved from apes. Where are the mutations from the in-betweens? Well, those are the questions that would make me agnostic. Like, there's flaws in everything, right? Because the idea is that, like, the more you know, like, knowledge and understanding, the more of it you know, the more questions it creates. The more advanced we become, the more we also understand about how much we don't understand, you know? And that can be, that might be more of a scientific thing than a philosophical thing, but does that make sense? Like, every time, like, a scientific discovery is made about, oh, this thing, you know, whatever it is, hey, we've learnt that this happens, that, it usually unravels more questions. It doesn't solve more. It's like learning learning makes you learn about how much more you don't know about. It's weird. And it's things like that that make me agnostic. Like, why be so hell-bent on believing that something is true when knowledge just proves how little we know over and over again? So, like, even evolution, it seems like such a great theory and a sound idea in my mind, but I can't get fully behind it, because surely at some point we're going to keep learning about stuff that poses more questions that make it more difficult to understand. Right, this pattern I think is correct. We're going to fill this all in now. Let's oh, oh man, I've been chatting away so crazy that I missed a noise in my ear. I don't even remember hearing this one, so apologies to Novi for missing it. Nobby is with a donation here saying, being a Jehovah's Witness, God was there to make a perfect world, but when he created Adam and Eve, Adam did something wrong, and to make God's power known, he made Satan. This is the world we live in, and that's why we are so imperfect, all because of Adam. Now, Nobby, you are either, first of all, thank you for the donation, as always, appreciate your support. Now, I don't know if you're trolling, or if you're being, like, you know, completely honest. That's your opinion, which is absolutely fine. Everyone's right to have their own opinion. But I don't know what to say to that, because that, if you truly believe that, it feels like no form of argument that would go against your belief you would truly listen to or accept or think about, because, like, everything that you've just said is with the, like, it's like the Bible is gospel, and if you're never gonna say, oh, what if the Bible isn't gospel, then then, you know, like where do we begin? Like, there's no point in talking about it to some extent. Either way, let me know if you're serious or not. Nobby says serious. Google it. So you're seriously okay? That's fair enough. I mean, if that's what you want to believe, that's what you want to believe. Let's eat some food here. Benji says the Bible is gospel. That's where the term comes from. It is where the term comes from. Ritz is awesome. Says it's all right to have your own opinion, but you don't have the right to tell others what they're meant to believe. I.e., spreading religion in schools because children are most vulnerable to mental illness. Yeah, the same thing goes for teaching evolution, though, in some respects. Now, some people would say that science is right and therefore okay, but it's the same thing. Science is also a belief, in a way. Some would say not, I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but you could argue the same logic on both sides. Hey X, do you think the moon landing was a hoax? When I was like first exposed to conspiracy theories and the idea that we didn't land on the moon, I was extremely fascinated with that. I learned a lot about that stuff, and I just don't know anymore. What I've found is that it's the same with the 9/11 stuff. It's just you can find people who claim to be scientists or they're the expert in the field that will say different things to the other people that are the expert in the field. I remember watching something about 9/11 where some bloke said there's absolutely no way that, you know, a plane can even get that close to those buildings without the, you know, the people who control air traffic knowing about it. You know, there's no way a plane could have drifted off and you know, gotten near the buildings. And this is someone who's an expert. They're an air traffic controller. And I've got a friend who loves aeroplanes and all stuff to do with, you know, flight and things. So he's quite knowledgeable about it. He might be incorrect. The expert might be incorrect. But he said that that's not how air traffic control works. That planes fly through the air and it's their duty to check in with the authority of that area. So if you fly over a country, you're supposed to check in with the traffic controllers of that area and say, hey, it's plane so-and-so approaching. They might know that you're coming and be like, okay, or they might not be expecting you. But he said that basically, you know, a plane can fly somewhere. If it doesn't check in, it might go unnoticed. It's not like a whole system where they're going to know about it. So you've got two like massively contradicting opinions, and it's the same with like the moon landing and 9/11. You'll find experts that can give you all sorts of scientific proof or whatever, but then there's some other expert in the same field who comes along and says the other thing. So it's like, no, that's complete rubbish. So who do you believe? Like who are these people? You know, like if you research them as well, it's not like someone lied and oh no, they're not actually a scientist. That you'll find that there'll be credible scientists on either side that believe different things about what happened. Man, we're getting into this. Edverk says, assume are the ones with the facts. I don't have the facts about it. I'm just telling you that my experience is that you'll just find people that can convince you to believe in either direction. And quite often or not, they're often scientists in fields believing the different things. Like there's with the moon landing thing, there's this theory that there's these radiation belts around planet Earth out in space, or inner space as they call it, or something, and that these radiation belts protect our atmosphere, and that there's no way that human life could pass through it without 6 foot of lead, right? And yet you'll find other scientists that say, oh no, these radiation fields are fine, you can pass through it with some tinfoil hats. It's like that. It's with those things. XT, thank you for the reminder. Atwise says your friend is correct for most air traffic controllers towers. So there you go. You also believe that's how they run. I mean, someone who works in there would be a credible source, right? But then they got a bloke who worked in air traffic control and he said that's not how it works. It's bizarre. AAX, let's not talk about this and drink your tea. The moon is made out of cheese. That's from a movie I saw once. Right, anyway, this slabbing is going alright. It's going alright. The moon landing was fake. They actually went to Mars and told us it was the moon. Not heard that theory before. Brilliant. Okay. Am I doing the pattern right? Ooh, I got a feeling... No, I am doing the pattern right. That one's next. And then 2 blocks like that. And then that there. Assume the Christian Bible is a modified version of the Jewish Bible in some respects, and because it was modified by man, it has many logical flaws. No offense, all you Christians in chat. Exoskeleton has a very good point. I know a lot about this as well. The Bible, yes, has gone through several renditions where man has looked at it and gone, no, that's actually not what we think, let's change that. I think one of the last big changes to the Bible was the St. James one. One of the leaders of Scotland, like in the, I don't know when, I can never remember numbers and stuff. But yes, that's true. The Christian Bible as it stands has been changed by man several times throughout the years, and a lot of the stories that appear in it don't just come from the Jewish Bible. Lots of old religions that have died out, there's loads of them, you know, historians know about them, have the same stories dating back prior to the Bible. There's loads of similes and parallels where the stories are almost the same, but the names have been swapped around. It's like the same stories have been passed on through history, through different religions. Ones that existed before Christianity have similar stories in it, which is fascinating stuff. The moon is fake. They just faked it. Awesome Meta has like the new theory is that there wasn't a fake moon landing. The moon itself is fake. Now imagine that. Imagine that if that was one big conspiracy, that the moon was fake. If that turned out to be true, I'd give up. I'd go, I've had enough. I go, this is nonsense. You can't tell me that the moon's fake. I like the moon. Oh. What are you talking about, says Homeboy? Well, we went from doing derpy Minecraft stuff to talking about religion because I coughed and it reminded me of an argument about like the imperfection of the eye and the human body. And now we're on the moon landing and 9/11 and all sorts of stuff. And I think some people hate it and they stop watching, but some people keep watching. Ritzer says scientists don't always agree because it's difficult to find evidence to explain everything because they have to start from scratch. So theories are the only things they can disagree on, but religious people disagree, i.e. many religions people hate gay people but some don't. So if they're all Christians and if God hates gays, why would some people therefore go against God and not bully them? Because they're probably thinking with their own head and not being told what someone else tells them to. Maybe, I don't know. Interesting point. I like it when you do this, says Joshy. I think a lot of people do, but I think some people definitely don't and tune out. I'm one of those people that always wants to like talk about stuff like this, and if you start talking about he said, she said, I just go ugh and turn off basically. That's me. X, use pick block for your pattern. It will be quicker. Use pick block. What's pick block? Oh, bam. Oh yeah. Why do I not use that in survival? Yeah. Well, yeah. It's a great point. I should use that. I should. It'll be a little bit quicker. I'll be getting used to it. Will slow me down, knowing me. Even Charles Darwin said that Earth couldn't be made by accident, right, Asuma? If you mean Earth, no, I don't think Charles Darwin ever said that. Fenomen says, I love hearing other people's views on religion, etc. as well. Yes, very good point. You see, Feno there says he likes hearing other people's views, and I think that's why we have a good, healthy discussion here, is because we're not here to, like, flack each other's views, and often or not, you'll see this when people discuss religion and science, is that they force themselves onto either side of a fence like it needs to be an argument. Why can't we just talk about it? I'm always up for hearing someone else's views. It doesn't matter if they fall in line with mine or not, because you can always learn something from people. You know, maybe what you'll learn is you definitely believe in what you thought first time round, but you might also get something to ponder on. Islam to me is the truth, and people, e.g. ISIS, are giving it a bad name. Me and my mum were in an airport and a guy stared at her, and I realised how much they hated us for nothing. Moke Sminy, I just want to say, like, well, I may not understand fully what you're going through, but I give you my support because, yes, I have seen and am aware of how much it's become difficult for Islamic people since 9/11. It's just created absolute fear, and you're right. The ISIS people, they don't represent what your religion represents at all, and it's a shame they're giving it a bad name because it's created a lot of fear, which is really unfortunate. I think that goes there. I'm actually not sure if that goes there. And then that one would be that. Why does it have to be awkward at the end there? But yeah, remember that, people. If anyone here, like, if you ever find yourself with some internal prejudice because someone appears to be Islamic and you might think of terrorism, just remember that's absolutely right. Be more scared of getting eaten by a shark, even if you're not near an ocean. Like, the numbers of, like, the chances of you being affected by terrorism, you know, you should be more concerned about your diet than terrorism, basically. It's more likely your diet will kill you than that. And so don't have those prejudices. They're fear-mongering. They're not rational, and it's not right to think that of people just based on how they look and what they could potentially be associated with. Right, let's read this donation. I've got another donation here. Benji says, if everything were perfect, nothing would be. Good can't exist without evil. We will have to be able to conceive, enact evil to have free will. Maybe God created us because he was lonely. No idea. If we didn't have free will, we'd be crap companions. An interesting perspective there. Thank you for the donation, buddy. I kind of like where you're going with that. Yeah, but it's an interesting point. It's like equilibrium and yin yang. Like, everything has a flip side. Every action has a reaction in reality. You know, forces and energy is always transferred to something else. Like, if you, I don't know, I could give you a good example, but I can't think of one. But basically, if you do something, the energy you put into doing something goes somewhere else, and it comes from somewhere. It's all like on an equilibrium. So yeah, can't have good without evil. But you know, good and evil, what are they? They're man-made. Well, in my eyes, they're man-made ideas. Like, morality is a concept more than it is a thing. It's an idea. So I don't think that good and evil exists anywhere else but in the mind of people who believe in it. Bring balance to the Force, Exuma says Gex the God. Right, let's go sleep in that bed over there. Yeah, by the way, not believing in, like, good and bad being in anything but your head doesn't mean you're a bad person. Like, of what's in my head, I believe I want to do things that I believe are good. Oh, Python's here. Hi, Python. It's confirmed coughing is now religious. What? Right, we've had another crazy discussion today. Let's end on a point here. Let's end on a message. Let's end on a message of tolerance. Like, learn to accept other people's beliefs, and, you know, tolerate one another. I don't know if tolerate's quite the right word, but have acceptance of other people's beliefs. You know, don't always try to get in an argument with people if you don't believe the same thing. Try and learn from one another. Maybe what you learn will reinforce your own beliefs, or maybe it'll make you ask some questions. And don't be afraid of being ignorant as well. Like, measure your own ignorance. If you don't know about stuff, or someone tells you something that makes you feel like you're wrong, that's not a bad thing. If someone ever poses a question to you and makes you think, oh, I might be wrong about that, then you might know or learn what makes you believe you're right. Or How do I frame that? I don't even know if I'm making sense when I say this stuff. Got another Noise of Mir here. Donation from Bertie J saying, I really like theorising about stuff and reading other people's theories. I've heard some strange theories, but as long as the therapist supports it, it should be fine. There are some strange theories out there. Thank you so much for the donation, buddy. And we've got another one here from Nozet777, Noise of Mir right there, saying, you can't have fun without boring. Yes, that's another good way of looking at it. Like, if life was fun all the time, it would become norm. So you can't have ups without the downs. You can't have fun without being bored sometimes. Very good points. SMX Craft says, everyone has the right to their own beliefs. Absolutely. And we should respect one another's beliefs. And is there anything else I wanted to add to that? With the whole ignorance thing, what I'm saying is, don't be afraid to be wrong, because it will lead you to what might be right. You know, and I think in humans we often have a defensive reaction to try and protect ourselves when we're considered wrong, or when we believe we might be wrong. Anyway, that's going to be it. Moke Smiley says, thank you, Asuma. You help so much. No problem at all, buddy. If this helps you in any way, that's great. I'm happy. Yeah, so that's going to be it from me this stream. Thank you to everyone who came along and hung out with us today. It got philosophical. Is that even a word yet? We don't know. Once again, it always does. And that's going to be it from me this stream. Thank you to everyone who donated, subscribed. The Extreme UHC is later today, so remember to sign up to that if you're a subscriber and you're interested in joining us. It's happening today in the evening. And Count Veggie says, oh my god, it just came in. Unfortunately, you came at the wrong time. It'll be uploaded to the second channel, though. And because it's the morning, I'm not going to do a raid. I've got to go exercise and do other things, so that's going to be it from me this stream. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.